This video brought to you by Mike's Barbecue
on Route 32 in Horsehead.
Come on down, we got some great food. That's Mike's Barbecue.
Is there anything wrong with being called a redneck? Every state has them, especially parts of New York State. You just might find that lots of people upstate are at least a quarter redneck. Just look at the North Country. The goal today is to show where the most redneck places are in the big old state of New York. How do we do it? We measure the things most rednecks love. You know, shooting, hunting, fishing, chewing tobacco. Heck, even Walmarts. Let's get started. Our first stop on the Redneck Circus of New York starts in Camden, a pretty necky place just north of Oneida Lake. Camden ranks 13th in the state for dollar stores and is 6th in the state for fishing. Being so close to the lakes and all means necks out in Camden can pretty much spend all day long out in the water, catching a buzz, listening to the damn bills on the radio. What does a Camden neck do when he catches a record catfish? He makes it his Facebook profile pic. About halfway between Binghamton and Syracuse is the teeny little city of Norwich, which is tucked way back in them thar hills. They're 4th in the state for chew, 1st for Walmarts, and they have a 78% high school graduation rate. In fact, Norwich has a Walmart all to their very own out there. For a redneck, that's like short lines at Disneyland. And that 78% graduation rate's one of the lowest in the state. But that's okay, Norwich necks. You knew that getting stuck in the mud on Monday mornings was way more important than sitting in math class somewhere. Does the Finger Lakes region have rednecks? Hell yeah, they do. And smack dab in the middle of the region is the little unincorporated village of Pinan. It's 98% white here and very blue collar. Do you know what Pinan stands for? Pennsylvania Yankee. If that doesn't sound redneck, I don't know what does. Pinan ranks 5th in New York for fishing and bait shops per capita. There's plenty of lakes and streams in which to throw in a line, and plenty of smaller creeks and ponds too. And when did a no fishing sign ever stop a redneck anyways? Seems like there's rednecks in every nook and cranny in upstate New York. Here in Johnstown, a tiny city way at the base of the North Country, you've got the 5th highest number of trailer parks and the 12th most places to get smokes. Being so close to the North Country means at some point everything's in season for a Johnstown redneck. You know, deer, turkey, gray squirrel, brown squirrel, coon, beaver, baby otter. Shit, fact is baby rednecks this far north could probably grow up into daddy rednecks and never have to leave town. Some don't. Our next stop is in Hornell, just south of I-86, about an hour west of Elmira. Hornell ranks 2nd for bars and has the 3rd most dollar stores per capita in the entire state. How many damn dollar stores does one small mountain town need anyways? What does a thrifty upstate redneck do when their dollar store is out of red Solo cup? She goes to the other one. Therefore, there's no excuse for a Hornell redneck to show up to a Watkins Glen tailgate empty-handed. If you were driving along 390 and had to drain a lizard, one particular redneck town you might have stopped by is Little Old Bath, which isn't too far from some of the other cities on this list. In fact, you just might say that most of the 607 is pretty much the redneck triangle of the entire region. Bath is 12th for dollar stores and 10th for gun stores per capita in the state. Like many of the other places mentioned here, there's unlimited hunting with all the farmland and forests nearby. A Bath neck could spend all day long plucking deer out of his backyard stand. Oh wait, this is upstate. They have deer stands in their front yards here.
This is Mike at Mike's Barbecue again. Did I mention that we got gator? We got some good gator. Come down and try our gator or we will throw in some hush puppies. That's Mike's Barbecue
on Route 32 in Horsehead. Continuing our neck tour of New York, we come to Albion, right along Route 31 about 3 beers west of Rochester. You know when you get there because you'll see a big old pile of beer cans. Albion ranks 2nd for Walmarts per capita and is 15th in the state for places to get chew. And Albion neck wears camo to church, so you know he wears camo when he goes to Wegmans. Albion ain't first class, but they ain't white trash. They're wild and a little crazy too. Some girls don't like Albion guys. Ah, but some girls do. If you've never been to Madina, New York, then you're in for a real redneck treat. The number of gun stores per capita is 1st in the state, and the number of trailer parks is 5th. Is there anything more American than a liquored up trailer park upstate redneck getting after it on a NASCAR Sunday? The answer is no. No, there's not. If you like your women just a little on the trashy side, then head on up to Ellenville, smack dab in the middle of a string of necky towns along Route 209. In this general area, they have their own Walmart, $3 Generals, 2 Family Dollars, a ShopRite, a truck stop, and a damn river runs through it. Plus, the high school graduation rate is close to 72%, which is far, far lower than the state average. And where's the most redneck town in New York? That would be Malone. When you look at the numbers, we're speculating this entire place is some shade of neck. Shit, they're home to their own annual redneck games. Every year, necks from all over upstate pile into this Franklin County village to compete in events such as toilet seat toss and belly flop. But you know who the true Malone locals are. They're the ones with the red Solo cup for spit and chew, a mullet, an old Bill's cap, and a fishing pole. Fact is, necks in the North Country know how to use their guns too, so you better not cross them when filling up at Mountain Mart. If you live in Malone or any of the other upstate cities we listed, you live in redneck heaven. Consider yourself blessed.
Welcome.